Today, I just got a special package in. Not really special because I actually paid for it, so it ain't really special. If it was free, I'd say it's special, but you don't know what's in here, do you? It's something for my M3, and it's important to the M3 because when I drive around, I can't listen to shit but old-ass radio, and I hate listening to radio because radio's whack nowadays. I bought me a brand new 8.8-inch double-din radio. Let's cut it open. I had to upgrade the stock radio, bro. You know, it's so old that when you open the screen, because it opens and you slide whatever media you put in, it had a cassette player in it. That's old. It's a 2002 all-original BMW M3. It's old. So it comes with these components. We'll get to this later. I don't know what goes to the car, but I think one of these go to the car. Or actually, this whole thing goes to the car. And it's the radio. Cables, okay. Like I said, one of the two goes to the car, one doesn't. That's pretty much it. Pretty well packaged. Man, the buttons look different than what they showed in the picture, but so this is pretty much is gonna fill the my radio slot up. Yeah. Oh man, this just flat completely. The one I saw online. It was like the radio part went like this, but I guess everything is like condensed in now. Holy shit! But let's see. You got a little oh my god, a little micro USB port for your media. I opted out for what was the specs on this? I think I opted out for 4 gigabytes, 32 gigabytes of internal storage. Yeah, this might not even be that long because this shit feels a little plasticky. Buttons feel pretty good. Buttons feel a little clickety, like a cheap click, but I don't mind if it performs the way I want it to perform. So let's see. So the next step, guys, we're going to install it. So I'm gonna gather my tools together. I've never taken the dash apart in my M3, so I hope I don't break no tabs on the trims, and I hope I don't get stuck with like screws I can't access, because then it's gonna put me back a couple hours. Because yeah, very gentile with this car. But for the most part, what y'all think though? This is gonna replace the factory double din. Looks pretty cool. I wish the buttons were more of like a logo. Like the back button was supposed to be like the U with the arrow going that way. The radio, I think, was supposed to stay radio. The mode was supposed to be a different button. Menu was supposed to be like actually a menu picture. But it is what it is. It looked a little different than what they advertised in the pictures. Goddamn China. All right, let's get to it. All right, so don't mind this little screw part right here. All right, so this is the stock radio. Look how old it is. I wasn't lying, guys. What is that? Definitely can't put a CD in there. So we're gonna take that out. We're gonna install this bad boy right here. You see how it pretty much lines up? It's gonna take the same amount of space. It's gonna make it look a lot more modern, a lot more features. Yep. So I'm gonna take it out. I gotta remove this trim right here because, as you can see, I think the screw's holding it in. I gotta take this out because the trim is sitting behind here as well. All right, guys, so I'm actually a little nervous because I've never really pried this car apart. So in the videos, I see people. Actually, this is already loose. Don't tell me somebody already broke this already. Yeah, somebody already broke it. Damn. Yeah. Somebody already broke these. They all came off. All of it. Hopefully I can install it back. And what do you get? What do I guess? You see how I got a flathead? I mean a Phillips and a flathead. Look what it got. It got like 8 millimeters, man. Let me go back in the garage and get an 8 millimeter. already loose. This shit's already loose. This radio definitely came out before, because they definitely didn't tighten it. See? Hex. Let's see here. Oh my god. I remember this part. They said taking this vent out is gonna sound like it's gonna break, but it's really not. I just hope it doesn't break. I'll be highly upset. Ooh, it didn't break. So we just put this to the side. Let's see if I can get this shit out. Oh, it just slid right out. So you just gotta slide this thing over and this pops out. And then we gotta do the same for this side. You gotta push this down to unlock that. And that comes out. Wow, yo, this junk is so heavy compared to the new one. Whew. Alright, so let's get the new radio out. You see how the profile is thinner. It doesn't have that back part that go back here. It feels a lot lighter. It feels like probably like half of the weight, a little bit more than half of the weight. So let's see what goes where. Alright, so the thing I didn't like about it, it didn't come with no instructions or nothing. I don't know why. They expect me to learn how to use this shit out the box. I mean, even though that's how I like to work, but a little uncertain about a couple things. Oh man, look, they got the radio. Tip for the radio. GPS. This, I don't know what this is. Right, so let's see. So I guess this is the main harness. So this, I guess this plugs into here. Okay. It feels a little cheap, guys. I ain't gonna lie. It feels a little cheap. But if it performs the way I want it to perform, I ain't got no problems with it. I actually just hope it lasts down the line. I don't want it to last 3 months and I gotta take this shit back out. Then that'll suck. Let's see here. The blue wire. The blue wire is, if I can remember correctly, I think this is like a, turns on the amplifier or something, but I'm not running no system on that, so. One second.
1 week later.
What's up, guys? So I had to pause the video because I was confused with the radio and the connectors for my radio wasn't plugging up to the OEM harness. So then I had to do some research and realized that the brain of the navigation system is in the back, in the trunk. So what I had to do was go inside and order an extension harness, a 6-foot one from China. So I had to wait a week. So this video is now a week old, all right? So I had to order it and pretty much run it from the trunk all the way, fish it all the way up to the front to behind my radio, then connect it. Then it should work. Let's get to work. What's up, guys? So the harness that I bought from Alibaba, the extension harness, had to do a slight modification to it because when I plugged everything up, the radio turned on, but there was no sound out of any speakers. So I was left dumbfounded, you know what I mean? So I did some research overnight. Some people had the same problem I did. The harness isn't cut out perfectly. So what happened was you have to, I gotta show y'all. All right, so pretty much you gotta take the remote wire, the blue wire, out of the harness and directly splice it into the ignition cable, which is yellow on this harness. And if you have the navigation system, it's white and red on the main factory harness. So I had to splice it in to the yellow to get ignition power, to tell the amp to turn on. So now that everything works, now it's time to hook the radio up, run the lines. We should be getting have some music in this car. All right, guys, so to run the wire from the front all the way to the back, I have to remove this trim right here, this door sill. So I had to, this shit is real tough. So I had to take like a flathead, wedge it underneath, and just pry it at the clip points. You know what I mean? So you don't put too much pressure on it. So you just gotta pry. It's gonna feel like it's gonna break, but it shouldn't. You know, mine didn't break. Mine's are still all intact. So it all came off. There you go. So I'm gonna put this on the side and try to fish this wire through, find out how to get it through. All right, so to run the extension cable through, I had to take the bolster out. I kind of broke a clip. Hopefully it just clips back in from the bottom and stays still. But I took the seat out. You just have to lift up and pull out. So it's the benches out there. And you see where I ran it through. It's this little grommet right here that plugs up right there. You just move. I moved it over so I could fish the line through. So the line's right here. I'm gonna pry the carpet back. I'm gonna tuck it under here, run it all the way through. Hopefully I can get to the back of the radio. And we should be Gucci, man. I hope, because I need some music in here. Yo, guys, running the wires through here. Oh my God, there's no space back there. Like, we're trying to find a way how to get the clips to go through the plastic and the metal bar. There's no space, so we're trying to find the best solution right now. But just giving y'all a heads up, if you got the coupe and the navigation one, I don't know if it's any different than the regular one, but we have no space back here to run this wire through. But I'm gonna find a solution. I'm gonna let y'all know what I did, all right? Yo, so I actually got the wire through. Yo, it was so hard because the clips, you gotta feed these through. The wires is fine. It's just getting these to go between. I'll show you where I got it from. You see where it came from? You see where the bar? That bar, I had to get it between there. Bro, it was between the vent, this plastic vent and the bar. Luckily, the vent is plastic, so we was able to take a pry bar and kind of wedge against the vent, and the vent lifted up, and it was just enough clearance to get these two things through, man. Wow. Yeah, so hopefully you guys don't ever have to run into this problem. So what I said earlier, to get the sound to work, I had to take the amp, see what it says right here? Amp, pretty much a remote wire, and I got to splice it into the ignition wire. So every time I turn the car on, this will send power to this cable, which notifies the amp to turn on, and the amp pretty much pushes the sound through the speakers. So if you ever have that problem, just refer back to this video, man. I think it'll be real useful, man. I want to thank the other YouTube guys that helped me figure this out, man. I watched some of y'all videos and y'all had a similar problem, so this is what I had to do to get the speakers to work.
Baby, when I left my heart in your hands, you left me scarred at the death.
It's good so far, man. I'm a little down right now. I did some bullshit. But, you know, the radio works. Music plays. Internet's kind of slow. You know, I got my YouTube, but it's mad slow right now because I'm kind of, my modem is on the other side of the house, so the signal's real weak. You can see it's only one bar. So, yeah. It looks good though. Makes the car look real. Looks a lot more modern, don't it? Alright guys, I'm signing off, man.